Let me move on to a last subject before I go to break, and it involves Minnesota Timberwolves star guard Anthony Edwards. He's in the news for the wrong reasons, ladies and gentlemen. He's publicly walking back comments he made to a woman which appears to urge her to have an abortion.
Yeah.
Now, I don't talk about stuff like this, but he commented on it.
And the messages was leaked too. That's the crazy part. It got leaked. I ain't gonna lie, Anthony Edwards, brother, you is in one sticky situation, my boy. Don't you know that is illegal, brother? Don't you know that is illegal? I don't think you know. But that is quite illegal, my boy. I'm just saying.
He's the 22-year-old Minnesota Timberwolves star, and he was put on blast in a series of social media posts this weekend by a Paige Jordan, or Jordae, Jordae,
Jordae,
who has more than 1 million followers, and naturally.
Oh yeah, and again, another Instagram model. Chat, y'all let me know if y'all been following these so-called Instagram models. Me personally, I'm not impressed. I'm just not. You can call me this, that, and the third, however you want. I'm just not impressed. These Instagram models, I'm not impressed. Just saying.
She shared a recent text conversation.
It got leaked.
She says lays out Edwards' wishes to terminate her pregnancy. The woman also shared a screenshot of a $100,000 wire transfer appearing to be from the former #1 overall pick after providing proof of the procedure. Edwards issued a statement today on his social media account addressing the alleged text message thread shared between him and the woman, saying, quote, "I made comments in the heat of the moment that are not me and that are not aligned with what I believe and who I want to be as a man," he wrote. "All women should be supported and empowered to make their own decisions about their bodies and what is best for them. I am handling my personal matters privately and will not be commenting on them any further at this moment in time." Edwards, whose first-place Timberwolves play the Heat in Miami tonight, is having his best year yet in his 4th NBA season, in case y'all didn't know, averaging 24 points per game. Let me say this. Anthony Edwards had to apologize because he is a public figure.
Makes sense.
Having said that, once again, here's the bigger lesson to be learned. Guard who you deal with. Once again, I'm singing that same old dance. It's none of our damn business.
At all. It's none of our business at all. It's none of our business. But when stuff like this gets leaked out, now it's everybody's business. Situations like these, we should not need to know what is going on behind the scenes. But the fact that it got leaked out, now all of a sudden it's our business. That's crazy. We shouldn't need to know what's going on behind the scenes. We really shouldn't. But now it's all out in the public. Now it's everybody's business, unfortunately. Crazy.
Who Anthony Davis is screwing around with, who he impregnated. He has a relationship with this woman, and she put him on blast.
Yeah.
She took text messages and revealed them to the public.
And mind you, let me pause you once again. I ain't gonna lie, that pause is crazy. That pause was crazy. Boy, that pause was nuts. But anyways, yeah, Edwards, brother, like I said, you was in the wrong on this one. You was in the wrong with this one. Now, granted, like you was one grown man. You was a grown individual. You do whatever you want to do. But it's who you are associating yourself with that's going to get you caught up. You just got to be more aware of it. Be more mindful and be more aware of who you are associating yourself with. Who is you putting who you're putting in your circle. Just saying.
I'm starting to wonder what repercussions somebody can have for having their privacy violated. That's what I'm wondering about. I'm not casting any aspersions. We live in a society, ladies and gentlemen, if Anthony Davis wanted her to have an abortion, respectfully, that's his business.
That's his business, exactly.
We have pro-choice and we have pro-lifers all over.
And mind you, he said Davis. He meant to say Edwards. I'm pretty sure y'all peeped that. He said Davis instead of Edwards. Because Davis ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. Boy, Davis ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. But I get where he's coming from. Because he was supposed to say Edwards. But for some random reason... Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. And you tell me if I'm in the genjutsu.
We live in a society, ladies and gentlemen, if Anthony Davis...
Right there. Boy, it's Anthony Edwards. What are you talking about? But all jokes aside, we get what you're talking about. But you was thinking about Davis a little bit too heavy, my boy.
Wanted her to have an abortion. Respectfully, that's his business. We have pro-choice and we have pro-lifers all over the country.
Oh, yeah.
And I keep saying Anthony Davis. I apologize. I mean Anthony Davis.
Exactly.
Anthony Davis so much because he played for the Lakers. We're not talking about him. We're talking about Anthony Edwards for the Minnesota Twins. Who I really get to talk about. Who I would have loved to talk about involving basketball. But we got to talk about this because she violated their private affairs.
Yeah. Yeah, she's in the wrong for putting him on blast. For leaking out the messages. But at the same time, Edwards, you're in a wrong for even putting yourself in this position to begin with. So both y'all need to get sent to the Shadow Realm for real. Both y'all need to get sent to the Shadow Realm. Boy, both of y'all some idiots. Both of y'all need to be sent to the Shadow Realm for real. She put you on blast. She need to get sent to the Shadow Realm. And then Edwards, you even associating yourself with another individual that's going to put yourself in that predicament, fam, you need to get sent to the gulag for real. Like, come on now. Both y'all are some idiots.
She is a woman. She is free to do what she wants
with
her own body. This is America.
Yeah.
If she's impregnated and she wants to have the child, that is her business. If Anthony Edwards does not want her to have the child, that is his business.
That's his business.
There's no laws he's violating because he wouldn't want the child. There are pro-lifers and pro-choice folks all over this country. Just like we saw millions celebrating when the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade.
Yep.
A couple of years back.
Yep.
We saw millions lamenting it. We saw the state of Ohio bragging about how the women came out and clearly were in support of other women because they were in support of pro-choice, which means the choice to have an abortion if you so chose. So if women feel that way, what's wrong with a man feeling that way? I'm not one of those dudes. I'm not somebody who is a supporter of abortion, but I am a supporter of choice. Answer to God. That's your business.
Valid point.
So this is not for us to judge Anthony Edwards.
At all.
The bigger issue for us, not him, he got bigger issues. And he has to deal with that situation because if she elects to have that child, which it appears that's what she's willing to do, and if it is indeed his child, he has a responsibility as a father, and that is his business.
Exactly.
He signed for
$200
million in the offseason. He'll be just fine.
Exactly.
The issue
that man's got a bag.
She put him on blast. She revealed private text messages.
Yep.
That's what appears to be the case, which compelled and forced him to come out with a statement addressing the situation because of the manner in which he spoke to her about his wishes. I'm wondering when are some laws going to come into place where people like Anthony Edwards and others can retaliate legally for folks putting their private messages on blast.
That's what I'm saying. Cause mind you, have it would have been me in this predicament, bro. I'm thinking about a whole my mind will be all over the place right now. That's just me. But I'm not finna put myself in this type of situation, knowing the person that I am with, even though I'm not with anybody. But that's nor here nor there. I'm not finna put myself in this type of situation where my supposedly significant other will put me on blast for real. If there's any a sign where things may turn sideways, I'm getting out of there. I'm getting up out of there. I'm getting up out of there. By any means, I'm getting up out of there. I'm not finna stick around. Why would I even put myself in this type of situation? If there's any of a sign, a micron of something going south, I'm getting out of there. Before we even get to it. If her intentions is pure, then okay then. Cool. We'll give it a shot and see what's happened. But if there's even an inch of a sign of something going south, get out of there. Get out of there. Cut it loose. That's just my opinion, though.
It's none of our business.
It's none of our business at all.
She clearly did it to humiliate him and compel him to think the way she wants him to think. So she's using the public to do it by violating his privacy.
Yep.
When we gonna talk about that?
Oh no,
That's all I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie.
Talking abortion or keeping a child, I'm not getting in all that
right
business.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if y'all heard it. I don't know if you heard it. Ew. I don't know if y'all heard it, but it sounds gross. It's not what he said. Just listen. Cause I know it sounds crazy. It sounds absolutely crazy. Hold on.
To think the way she wants to think. So she's using the public to do it by violating his privacy.
Right.
When we gonna talk about that?
Ew. Ew. Bro, that was gross. No, clip it. Whatever the case may be. No, that's gross.